and that what in fact happened was Justin didn't harass Blake. Blake was interested in wresting control of this movie away from Justin, who was the director and the producer. She was just an actress in it, and used threats and coercion and bullying to do it. And to the point where this guy was in the basement at his own movie's premiere.
Blake Lively's response to Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit has set Hollywood abuzz, sparking one of the most polarizing controversies we've seen in years. On the surface, it seems like another celebrity feud, but when you dig deeper, the story takes a much darker turn. Could this be a case of power and influence silencing the underdog, or are we witnessing an elaborate attempt to rewrite the truth? In a world where public perception can make or break careers, Blake's team has fired back, accusing Justin of DARVO tactics, denying allegations, attacking the accuser, and reversing the roles of victim and offender. But with Justin's counterclaims and promises of revealing shocking evidence, this case has become a high-stakes battle for the truth. Stay with us as we unravel the intricate layers of this unfolding drama. From accusations of manipulation and power plays to the echoes of infamous celebrity trials, this story is far from over. Justin Baldoni, known for his work both in front of and behind the camera, shocked Hollywood when he filed a staggering $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively and Wayfair, the production company tied to their recent collaboration. His claims? Defamation, professional sabotage, and a deliberate attempt to destroy his reputation. According to Justin, Blake's actions went far beyond creative disagreements. He accuses her of manipulating the narrative, alienating him from their team, and leaking damaging information to the press. But Blake Lively isn't backing down. Her legal team has labeled Justin's lawsuit as a textbook example of DARVO, a term used to describe a tactic where the accused denies wrongdoing, attacks the accuser, and then claims to be the victim. Blake alleges that Justin's actions are a retaliatory strike in response to her accusations of harassment and misconduct on set. The lawsuit, according to her team, is nothing more than an abuser's playbook brought to life. Both sides are bringing high stakes to the table. Justin's career and reputation hang in the balance, while Blake risks tarnishing her carefully curated public image. With accusations flying and evidence yet to be fully revealed, this case has captivated not just Hollywood insiders, but fans worldwide.
What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie, but, he's used it, on Deadpool and to make fun of Justin Baldoni.
Justin Baldoni's lawsuit paints a picture of betrayal and sabotage behind the scenes of what was supposed to be a career-defining project. At the heart of his claims is the accusation that Blake Lively used her influence to manipulate the production process, ultimately sidelining him from his own film. According to Justin, Blake seized control, alienated him from the cast and crew, and even pressured Sony to allow her to oversee the final cut of the film. He describes this as a deliberate effort to tarnish his professional reputation. What's more, Justin accuses Blake's team of engaging in a smear campaign, leaking false narratives to the media that painted him as unprofessional and abusive. He claims that key moments of on-set tension were twisted into baseless allegations that gained traction online, further damaging his reputation. According to Justin, these rumors were not only untrue, but strategically planted to turn public opinion against him. Perhaps most compelling are Justin's promises of evidence to support his claims. In the lawsuit, he mentions texts, emails, and even video footage that he believes will expose the truth. One of the key examples he cites is footage from the set, which allegedly shows Blake interrupting takes and acting out of character, contradicting her claims of on-set discomfort. Justin insists that once the full context is revealed, it will become clear that he is the one who has been wronged. This portrayal of events paints Justin as a victim of Hollywood politics, fighting against a powerful adversary with seemingly endless resources. But is his version of the story the whole truth, or just another piece of the puzzle? Blake Lively's legal team has come out swinging, framing Justin Baldoni's lawsuit as a desperate and calculated move to shift blame and discredit her. In their response, they accuse Justin of employing DARVO tactics, a strategy often cited in cases of harassment, where the accused denies the allegations, attacks the accuser, and reverses the roles of victim and offender. Blake's team argues that Justin's lawsuit is retaliation for her standing up against what she described as unprofessional and harassing behavior during the production. They claim she acted with integrity, only stepping in to take control of the project when asked by Sony after Justin allegedly alienated much of the cast and crew. According to Blake's team, her actions were not about ego or power, but about protecting the project and ensuring its success. Furthermore, her lawyers describe the lawsuit as an abuser's playbook, suggesting that Justin's attempts to defend himself and release counter-evidence are classic moves designed to distract from his alleged misconduct. They have doubled down on their stance, stating that the evidence will ultimately vindicate Blake and prove her allegations true. Blake also draws a comparison to other high-profile cases, alluding to the DARVO tactics famously cited during the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. By invoking this parallel, her team positions her as a victim fighting back against a narrative she believes is designed to discredit her for speaking out. But the question remains, will Blake's defense hold up under scrutiny? Critics have pointed out that while she has made bold claims, the concrete evidence to support them has yet to be revealed. For now, both sides are entrenched in a battle of words, each accusing the other of deceit and manipulation.
Well-founded that it's Taylor Swift, her BFF, at the Reynolds penthouse in Manhattan, where Ryan Reynolds allegedly bullied Justin so badly that a Sony representative who was there, the production team behind the movie, and her biggest takeaway was, "I am very sorry that I let him get away with doing that to Justin. It was so nasty."
The public's reaction to the lawsuit has been nothing short of explosive. Social media has become a battleground, with fans and critics of both Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni voicing their opinions. As the allegations unfolded, hashtags supporting both sides began trending, reflecting a divided audience. Supporters of Justin have pointed to the detailed evidence he claims to have, including text messages, emails, and videos that allegedly contradict Blake's narrative. Many see him as a victim of Hollywood's power dynamics, fighting against a much more influential figure. Memes and posts calling Blake a mean girl and accusing her of career sabotage have flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram. On the other hand, Blake's fans have rallied behind her, viewing her as a courageous woman standing up against alleged misconduct in an industry notorious for silencing voices. They've drawn comparisons to past cases involving women in Hollywood who faced backlash for speaking out, further framing Blake as a victim of systemic issues. Media outlets have also weighed in, with some drawing parallels to the Amber Heard-Johnny Depp trial. This comparison has only fueled the debate, as it evokes strong emotions on both sides of the argument. Some believe it's unfair to compare the two cases, while others argue that the tactics being employed are strikingly similar. As the drama unfolds, public opinion remains volatile. Both Justin and Blake are fighting not only a legal battle, but also a war for public support, a battle that could ultimately influence the trajectory of their careers. The court of public opinion has already chosen sides, but the question remains: will the actual evidence sway the narrative, or will this case be decided by perception alone?
And weirdly, 1 hour later, I had our pitch with Kevin Feige and all the Marvel people, and Sean and I were going to tell them that we're going to punt for a year or two and come back to this later when we all have like a clearer head and stuff. So on that Zoom with those guys, we just pivoted and literally made up out of thin air the story of Deadpool and Wolverine, which is actually what we ended up. Sometimes when you're just so full of and you go with it, you end up actually kind of hitting the bullseye.
At the core of this high-stakes legal battle lies the evidence, or lack thereof, presented by both sides. Justin Baldoni has claimed to have a treasure trove of proof, including text messages, emails, and video footage, which he argues will expose Blake Lively's alleged manipulation and disprove her accusations. Among the most talked about claims is video evidence reportedly showing Blake's on-set behavior contradicting her allegations of discomfort. Justin asserts that the videos reveal a different narrative, one where Blake was actively disrupting scenes and overstepping her role. One of the most contentious pieces of evidence is a set of text messages between Blake and her team, which Justin alleges show a deliberate attempt to smear his reputation. He insists these texts demonstrate a coordinated effort to paint him as unprofessional and even abusive, a narrative that has since dominated public discourse. Blake's team, however, has questioned the authenticity and context of Justin's evidence, arguing that snippets of conversations or selective footage cannot provide the full picture. They maintain that her allegations of harassment and retaliation are backed by concrete proof, though they have yet to release significant documentation to support these claims. Critics of both sides have pointed out that the evidence provided so far raises more questions than answers. For example, why hasn't Blake released any of the concrete evidence her team has alluded to? And if Justin's video evidence is as damning as he claims, why hasn't it been made public yet? These gaps in the narrative have fueled speculation and left room for public interpretation. What's clear is that this case hinges on what happens next. If Justin delivers the evidence he's promised, it could dramatically shift public perception and tilt the legal battle in his favor. On the other hand, if Blake's team produces irrefutable proof of her claims, it could vindicate her and solidify her position as a powerful voice against misconduct in Hollywood. For now, the battle remains a game of strategy, with both sides holding their cards close. The question is, who will play their hand first, and will it be enough to sway the outcome?
And in August 5th of 2024, Justin invites the editors to the premiere, but they can't be in the same room with Blake. Justin replies, "We won't be in the same room. I was asked not to even come to the premiere." And the editors say, "It would be very hard for me to sit and watch the final film for the first time at the premiere." And Justin replies, "Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it either."
This legal feud between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively goes beyond a single lawsuit. It has become a lens through which the public is examining larger issues within Hollywood. At its heart, the case reflects the power dynamics, personal vendettas, and strategic storytelling that often shape the entertainment industry. Blake Lively, an A-list star with significant influence, is facing accusations that could tarnish her carefully curated public image. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni, a filmmaker trying to protect his reputation, is fighting a David versus Goliath battle against someone he claims has used her position to silence him. This isn't just about their personal dispute, it's about the public perception of gender, power, and truth in an era where social media and public narratives can make or break careers. The parallels to the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard trial are hard to ignore, and both sides seem to be playing into this comparison. Blake's team has invoked DARVO tactics, a term that gained prominence during the Depp-Heard saga, while Justin has positioned himself as the wronged party, much like Depp did. This strategy may resonate with audiences still divided over that high-profile case, but it also risks further polarizing the public. What's particularly striking is how this case highlights the fragility of reputations in Hollywood. In an industry where image is everything, a single allegation or a well-crafted counterclaim can have far-reaching consequences. For Blake, this case risks undermining years of positive press and professional success. For Justin, the stakes are just as high. A tarnished reputation could derail his career entirely. Beyond the individuals involved, this lawsuit also raises questions about how we consume and judge these publicized disputes. Are we too quick to pick sides based on incomplete information? How much of what we see is shaped by PR teams and media narratives? And most importantly, how often does the actual truth get lost in the noise? As the case unfolds, it forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about power, accountability, and justice in Hollywood. The outcome will undoubtedly shape not only the futures of Justin and Blake, but also how similar cases are viewed and handled in the future. The battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has become one of Hollywood's most talked about controversies, pulling back the curtain on the high-stakes world of reputation, power, and public perception. With accusations of manipulation, defamation, and abuse swirling on both sides, this case is a vivid reminder of how quickly narratives can spiral out of control in the court of public opinion. At the heart of it all lies a single, pressing question: who is telling the truth? Justin claims to have evidence that will vindicate him and expose Blake's alleged manipulation, while Blake's team maintains that her accusations are valid and backed by proof. As the legal battle continues, both sides have everything to lose, not just their reputations, but also the trust of the industry and their fans. This isn't just about two individuals locked in a legal dispute. It's about the larger questions we must ask ourselves as consumers of these stories. How do we separate fact from fiction when so much of the narrative is crafted behind the scenes? Are we too quick to judge based on headlines and social media posts? And in the end, will the truth really matter, or will public perception decide the outcome? Only time will reveal what happens next in this escalating feud, but one thing is certain: the fallout will leave a lasting impact on everyone involved. As the evidence unfolds and the public debate rages on, we're left to wonder, are we witnessing justice in action, or just another chapter in Hollywood's endless cycle of power and scandal? What do you think? Is there more to this story than meets the eye? And whose side are you on? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other breaking Hollywood stories. Alright, show's over. Hungry for more twists? You know where to find us. Keep that popcorn hot, we'll handle the drama. Want to catch the next showdown in real time? Hit subscribe and buckle up.